Happy Sunday. How are you? I wanted to talk a little bit about something. This is a promotion thing, but a lot of you, I don't think, know about it. So I wanted to take this time. Um, Myself and a good friend of mine, Cam, is offering As Above, So Below, and I sent it out in an email, but I think a lot of people weren't sure about what it was. Cam is an astrologer and he lives in Maui. And we decided to join energies and start to um, look at what's happening in the bigger picture. And as above, using the stars and everything, and below, all the energy. So, what we do is this is a monthly commitment of $25. And for that $25, you get a lot. You get it before the beginning of the new month. And so, like before July, you'll get it in June if you sign up, and you have all the astrology, what's up and coming. So, Cam goes into all the astrology pieces. I go into all the energy, like what are the energy themes coming up for the month, and what you can do about them and how best to navigate through it. And then I talk about the numerology and the tarot of the month and what's coming up. And then Cam does all the astrology and what we can do and what it represents. So you learn a lot about the planets if you don't know anything about them. So for $25, you get a video with all that on there. And then it's usually about an hour. And then you get a free meditation. And also, you get a journal that you can print out each month that has questions to journal on that will help you get clear about the energies and the astrology that's up and coming. There's also free things in there that Cam has placed in there that you can go in and look at, meditations, different things besides the monthly meditation, and I'm putting some things in there as well. So this is quite a deal. In fact, one of the people that signed up said, "Oh my God, I can't believe this for $25." But I think a lot of people didn't know exactly what it was, and we're hoping that you will join us. So shoot me an email if it's something you're interested in, and I'll put you in touch with the link so you can sign up and do all of that. But it really gives you the heads up ahead of time. I hate it when you get it on the first and things are happening already then, and it's a little hard to do that because you're already in the month. To know a few days ahead and you can start planning and all of that. I know for myself, I put everything on the digital calendar of like what's coming up. If I have a workshop or whatever that, and then also the astrology of what I want to pay attention to, I put it on the calendar. So when I go on that day to look at who I have for clients, I'm like, oh yeah, today Mercury's direct or retrograde or whatever, and I'll pay attention to that. And so know that there's a lot of stuff that's going to be up and coming for June and July astrologically, and we're in for a little ride here. And today I channeled a message that you can see in my blog from the Federation of Light talking about all of this and what we need to do. So if you don't usually read the blog and see what it has to say about that. Okay, so up and coming for this week, The Divine Feminine by Megan Watterson. Yeah, Watterson. There we go. Let's see which goddess would like to talk to us about this up and coming week. Inanna, the Queen of Heaven and Earth. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. Isn't that beautiful? Really, really gorgeous. Those beautiful wings and really nice. Okay. All right. When your soul selects her card, Anana goes into the depths of her own unconscious to merge with her twin sister self. She becomes more powerful because she is no longer using conscious psychic energy to keep her shadow or negative attributes hidden deep underground. She courageously descends and faces the aspects of herself that are hard to get to when she's fully dressed or cloaked heavenly in the ego. Anana is an invitation to get naked. She wants us to drop our defenses. She wants us to see how holy and sacred it is to be vulnerable. I love that. As above, so below. Okay, there's the validation. That's the name of our monthly. As above, so below. There's an alchemical adage that suggests heaven and earth are not so separate. It suggests that within us, deep down in the dark cages where we place parts of ourselves, the truth that exists there also exists right here on the surface of our everyday lives. So if we are exerting great amounts of energy to keep from seeing our shadow, it is actually playing a larger role in our conscious life. When we face what we think is dark or negative about us, I mean, really embrace it and see it for what it is, a beautiful broken place that's a call for love. Then we can emerge more whole. We can marry the light and dark aspects of our being, and in uniting with our twin sister from the depths, we can stop projecting her onto other women. We can see and own the hot mess we often are and not get sabotaged by it. The light must cast a shadow, and the high priestess is the one who gets called to love them both. And the question is, can I love my shadow as much as the light? And the intention is, I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. And I think it's so perfect because we all have shadow sides, okay? Let's face it. Those parts of us we don't like or whatever. But there is so much beauty in owning all of it, okay? Those aspects of ourselves that we may not like, she's showing it as such a beautiful expression of who she is. So this week, really owning all parts of us. So if we have that evil twin sister, as I talk about, we may have to go in and have some compassion and love that's placed towards that. There was something I was going to tell you. Oh, I know that before I forget, there was Kathleen Ferris and myself are doing a class on psychic development. It's just a 2-hour short course for $40, and then we'll see where we go from there if there's interest. But we've both been doing this for a very long time, and we've decided to put our efforts together to help people and make it fairly affordable for everyone. Well, we just started, it starts on the 21st, and I know today's the 19th, but what we're going to do is we're opening it up to Zoom as well. So if you're in another part of the country and you want to join us on Zoom, again, send me an email. And certainly, happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. I know there's plenty of women playing the roles of both, so happy Father's Day to you too. But for all of you that are dads, or all of you that feel like dads because you support people in your life, or those of you that have fur babies, or those of you that are teachers and you take people under your wing to help them out and guide them, there's an aspect of the Father in you. So I want to say, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right, Keepers of the Light Oracle. Powerful. This is all the Masters and by Kyle Gray. White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed right now. Look at the power in him. Look, just looking at his headdress and his honor and his power. Many people channel White Eagle. He was actually a real person that was on the earth plane. So, what calls to mind to me, without even reading this yet, is he's talking about ancestral or lineage wounds. We were just talking about the shadow self with Anana. So we could be clearing things for those in our family, our lineage, and if it comes up, we just got to try to hold firm and do what we need to do for us. Why is this not alphabetical? Okay, here we go. All right, it says, take some time to honor just how far you have come, recognizing through ceremony and ritual the shifts in your awareness. Healing and journey really allows you to move into a state of grace and gratitude. You have or have recently had an opportunity to heal an old family wound or pattern. It's important to connect with your family and spirit so that you can set a new energy of love in place. White Eagle is bringing your ancestors through to you and allowing you to know that they are happy and well. He is sounding his sacred drums to clear your spirit. Love that. All right. Oracle of the Seven with Colette Byron Reed. What do you want to tell us for this up and coming week? A burst of magic. Oh, we love that. We like magic. Look at that. Full lotus blossom with stars twinkling around it. And it reminds me of how things grow at night. A lot happens in the darkness. So that's kind of cool. It says, an epiphany, a sudden higher knowing, a sense that everything has a purpose. Your purpose as a gift bestowed on you, cultivating conscious contact with a higher power, coming to know what calls to you and lights you up. Sometimes you may find that something you've been pondering or a dilemma you'd let go of revisits you without warning. It may hit you while you're thinking about nothing, or the trigger may be right in front of you, words arising in a conversation. An epiphany strikes like a lightning bolt, waking you up to a truth that has eluded you. It's as if the whole world stops in the moment as you integrate the missing pieces of a puzzle you were meant to solve all along. This is such a time for you now. Answers are coming directly from Source and being downloaded into you with such force of conviction that you cannot be the same again. Be grateful for this beautiful burst of magic. It is not an everyday gift. Inherent in this is the knowledge that Spirit's always listening to you. Spirit is your loving partner, reminding you that you are not alone. Even when it appears that you are trapped, you always have a key to unlock a solution. If you cultivate the willingness to be open and be in tune with Source, the answers you seek come with you when you stop looking for them. Be mindful today when information pops out of the blue, pay attention. The action you need to take will become obvious as you integrate this magical wisdom. Regardless of the subject of your inquiry, you will be transformed. Only good will come of this. Love that. So interesting. Look for the magic this week. It sounds like it's going to be, healing-wise, a powerful, powerful week. So make sure, often when we go through a lot, we have to remember that there's a positive to it all. Mystical Wisdom by Gay Guthrie. All right, let's see which card for this week. Animal Bond. Stand up for all animals. Yes, for all you people. Look at the beautiful card. For all of you people that love animals. Bless you. So this week, take time to be with the animals and the ones you're taking care of. I know I've talked before about the feral cat outside that I've been feeding and loving it up. It says you have a special relationship with animals. The world needs you to stand up and have a voice for animals on the planet. Help protect the wildlife, rescue animals when you can. Give a donation or get involved online. Volunteering your spare time to animal shelters will be rewarding. This may just be the time that you can save a cat or dog from the shelter and give it a loving home. The mantra, I share my love with the animals and the world. And I told you last week about that animal rescue. I think it's called the White, WIGHT, animal rescue, where they have the cutest raccoons. Oh my God, I look forward to it every day. So even if you send $1 or $2 to them, I'm sure they would appreciate it. Maybe we could all do that this week, saying where it's an animal bond. All right, what's up and coming? Whoops, up and coming for everybody. The thorn, protection, boundaries, clear communication. We don't like rose thorns. All right, let's see. How about that? I open right to it. The rose is the queen of all flowers. Her soft and often fragrant bloom takes our breath away from near and far. A bridge between heaven and earth, she has the capacity to act as a portal to our true selves and call our soul more fully into our bodies. She leaves us in awe, allowing us to experience heaven on earth for a very precious moment. But the rose is not all gentle and soft. Most roses are armored with spiky thorns and prickles of various shapes and sizes. These sharp protectors act like knights defending their queen. Oh, I love that. Clearly setting the necessary boundary and conditions for her to do what she was born to do. We too are like the rose. So often we don't get taught how important clear communication and loving boundaries are to our relationships. We're not clear on our needs. When we don't communicate them, when we don't take responsibility for them, it's impossible for others to give us what we need. This often results in a breakdown in the relationship. Communicating our needs and establishing our boundaries allows not just us to feel safe, but those we're in a relationship with us to feel safe too. This card delivers the message of the importance of clear communication, boundaries, and taking responsibility for our needs. To be clear with others, we must first be clear with ourselves, and then communicate this to our loved ones in the world. The question is, what loving boundaries are you being called to establish, and how are you being called to communicate clearly to those you're in relationship with? There you go. So, remembering that we're going to have some stuff coming up this week to heal, but if we stick with it, there will be some magic that shines through, and then doing something for the animals, and then knowing that where in your life do you still need to do a boundary. That's really important. Well, should be an exciting week. So stay tuned, and love to you all. Enjoy this day. Bye.